Now we back. We were actually having a conversation and it was supposed to be recording, but it wasn't recording. So now we here. And Lux has quit her job. And a lot of people are just finding out that Lux quit her job. Lux texted me
Yes.
and said, Anton, I quit my job. When are we linking up again?
He calls me immediately. He's like, why? What the hell?
Because I be concerned. I be trying to figure out what is going on. I didn't understand why
Something
you
to
had
be
quit your job.
concerned about, but it was like,
She don't think that that's a big deal, but then I forget sometimes that she a baby.
yeah, I'm only 22, you guys. So it's like,
And so 22-year-old women don't necessarily have
need a job.
the same problems
Oh.
as everybody else in society.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, so when you gonna work again? Like when you going? And she like, I figure it out as I go.
Yeah.
I got options.
Taking
I'm
it
taking
one
a
day at a
break.
time.
How long are you taking a break for?
I don't know.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like
When I
just
mentally
says you don't
prepare,
know?
I don't know. Until I feel like I like actually need, money. Like right now, I'm like fine. I'm cool. But my Cash App will be in the description.
What's your Cash App, Lux? Tell them
My
your
Cash App is
A lot
I
of
think
people
it's
be
just
asking
Alex.
me about you.
Who?
People.
They got money, send them my way.
I be selfish though a little bit.
Okay, but it's finessing season, so
It is finessing season. Listen, and we was having this conversation just a little bit ago, and I was saying that what do you think about the whole Zion Williamson thing?
yeah, I think he said, how do you feel about people like getting flew out and stuff or paying this amount of money to
Yeah.
get, I think it's a vibe.
To get flew out?
Yeah, number one, because it's like, that's just fun. Always make sure that's the classic story is like you get flew out and then they don't have the funds to get back. Make sure you always have your own money. You can never
Well,
get
not if you
flew
get
out.
a round trip ticket, right? Well,
Well, they could cancel it if it's booked under them. So just make sure you
That is
always
true.
have like at least minimum
Not on
500 to get
Not on
you can.
Delta.
I will fly Spirit back for $60 if it's like that serious.
on Delta, when you get the return trip, the credit goes back to the person whose name is on the ticket to fly back, though.
No, I thought it goes back to who purchased it. Oh,
Well, it depends.
Well,
if you
that's
get
fine.
if you get a refundable versus if you get a
right. They might not get a refundable because they don't
Yeah.
care about that money. But I think it's a vibe. I think it's cool to do that. But at the same time, I always just kind of think about like you guys don't have girls in your own city that you're already in, or you ran through them all, or what?
well, you know what? It's probably I think for a lot of guys that have resources, it's just a matter of convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like you roll with who you. I wouldn't even say that. Guys that have resources, I don't even think it's just a matter of convenience. I think it's a matter of comfortability. So, for example, if you dealing with a woman, and I can't speak for the dudes that's just out here reckless, but I know some guys, right? And let's just say he dealing with a woman or whatever like that, or he meet a chick, and she's solid, right? She the type of chick that don't talk a lot. She gonna sign the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? She do what she need to do. And it's just more convenient to deal with that type of woman than it is to deal with a new one that you don't know what she about. You don't know if she clout chasing. You don't know if she's gonna use your name in order to come up and stuff like that. And so I think it's really for some guys it's just a matter of convenience, and then for other guys it's just a matter of like I met her, so I might as well take advantage of the situation and fly her out maybe. But I don't know if
Which is
women is
fun.
really still getting flew out like that.
Oh, I feel like not anymore after all these fucking stories. People have just been ruined it. Like, because I think you have to, if you're getting flew out, you have to have the expectation that you're gonna have sex with them.
Of course.
Like, what would be the point of you
Absolutely.
literally going all the way out there? Like, come on now.
But a lot of women is acting like they don't get that. They acting like, oh my God,
They're gonna take you out, fly you out, take you out to dinner, go shopping, and you're not giving it up. Please.
But I don't understand why a woman wouldn't give it up anyway, because it's not like sex is for you too. Like you enjoy it too.
And then they're setting the vibe. Like you just got flew out to wherever the hell they're at, wherever Zion is.
That's
I don't
foreplay.
fucking know.
Oh well, Louisiana is a little different. so.
Louisiana is lit.
Yeah, it's lit
So
for
I
Mardi
can't really,
Gras, but
right.
I
It's
mean, it's
still lit
Zion, right?
regardless. Yeah. And then it's so you're flying out with someone with status. So your pussy should already be fucking wet by
That's,
the
I
time you're
mean,
getting there.
no, that's no, no, no. That's a
It's
fact.
very valid. And then they're probably going to take you shopping, probably going to give you a couple bands just for the convenience, the inconvenience, but the convenience of flying out there, coming all the way out there, send you home with some money, and then still fly you out again. You're having this connection. He can probably
Yeah,
help you do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Women is messing up the bag though.
That is for
It was
sure
a
messing
girl
up the
that
bag. Don't let anyone tell you that being a hoe didn't get you anywhere. Like I can tell you that right the fuck now.
well, that's the thing though, Lux, is that you're very nice. And okay,
Nice.
so me and Lux was having this conversation, right? And I'm like, and she's asking me, I'm like, Lux, you know it's finessing season, right? And so she says, yeah, but how do you ask and all of this other type of stuff? And I don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of a guy and all of this. And Lux is green, y'all. I mean, green as hell. And I don't even know if I want to give you the game like that because
I will fight you.
I don't want you to get tainted by what's going on out here in these
By
streets.
me getting money in my pocket from men.
Yeah, but then it kind of ruins you.
Well, since Anton doesn't want to give me the sauce, again, my Cash App is Alexandria
Oh no, I mean
Mansell.
it's always gonna be people
Yeah.
that's available or whatever like that. But it kind of ruins you
Yeah. I can
because
see
then
that.
you're not able to have a regular relationship without crazy expectations anymore.
Which is fine. I shouldn't have to settle for less than what I deserve. And I deserve gifts and dates and flowers and love and
Well, then
chocolate.
that means that you gonna be worn though within yourself because you overly concerned with doing people dirty.
How am I doing people dirty?
Well, it's not necessarily doing people dirty, but you look at people and you like, oh my God, I don't want to, I don't want to ask for all of this or whatever because, for whatever
As I
reason.
said, I feel like I'm transitioning into I have demanded things out of men. I'm just like I kind of don't take their word for it because it's like, okay, like thank you. Oh, I
What
do
is,
deserve it. Pretty girls do deserve flowers. I'm gonna send you some flowers. Okay, thank you. Like, let me
yeah.
know like how to get the details set up to you. You know what I
Well, you
mean?
got the guy that sent, you said the guy sent you an edible arrangement.
Yeah.
Sucker. Because
Hey, they
you
were
didn't
good.
even, you didn't even go out with him or nothing.
No, not yet.
Why?
At least he wants to take me out to dinner.
Are you going to let him take you out?
Yeah, because I'm hungry. The hell, I love a good meal. I love to eat. How you think a lot of these bitches be out here thick because they eat good every day?
Lux, you weigh a buck and change.
And I want to weigh more.
Nah, stay thin.
No, I want a fatter ass
Stay
at least.
thin. Please, Lux, don't mess up. Don't mess it up.
I think
Don't
I
do
could
it.
add a little bit more weight to myself.
Oh my God, Lux. No, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm growing into my grown woman body.
You already got a grown woman body.
Yeah, but I want like more of an ass.
Don't do it, Lux.
I'm not gonna get a BBL or anything, but to gain a few pounds is okay. I'm like 140. I want to be like 160.
Yeah, but you're tall.
Exactly. So it's just literally gonna.
No, don't go to 160.
It's gonna go here, here, and here, and maybe my thighs, which is good.
Don't do it, Lux.
Don't do it.
Please don't do it. Please don't. Listen
Yeah, I've
to
been
me.
telling some girls I've been hearing are like very insecure about like. It's like some girls could be so pretty but be so insecure, and I'm like,
About what? What are they insecure about?
sometimes they're insecure. Like you see a lot of girls with fat asses. Men love fat asses, but they
No.
also love variety too. They love a good
Guys like thin girls, but
and natural, which is like crazy to me. But a lot of the time, I'm not doing it for men. I'm doing it for myself.
no, you're doing it
Like
for
I just got my
guys.
lips done again.
You don't look at yourself all the time. It's the other people that got to look at you.
I do look at myself all the time. I stare at myself in the mirror and say, "You are awesome. You are beautiful, just the way you are."
Lux, guys like women that don't weigh a lot. And you gotta understand. Although we may fuck a chick that got a huge ass or something like that, it don't necessarily mean that she ideal.
A lot of these girls with BBLs are not married. I think we were talking about that
That's
earlier.
what I'm saying. Like what guys settle for or what they would hit and versus what's ideal
Yeah.
is two different things. I'm telling you, stay thin.
But I think that's something every girl has to remember.
I don't even think you weigh 140.
I do. I weighed myself the other day. I'm surprised too.
You must have had keys and phones in your pocket and all of that other type of stuff. There's no way that you weigh 140.
I'm 5'8". Why can't I weigh 140? I'm
You
trying to get
don't.
to 160. You guys,
Oh
you should
my
have saw me when
god.
I had a boyfriend. I definitely weighed like a good 160, and I liked the weight, but it was definitely in my face, which I didn't like that.
So what? You got stressed out, and that's when you lost the weight, or you just lost the weight on your own?
I wouldn't say stressed out, but it's just kind of like it was a rough year.
But it is finessing
Definitely
season.
lost. Yeah, it is. Oh,
You said it's what's the name of it? What was the name that
it's
you
an
called it?
Ag Bad Summer.
Act bad. I've never heard of this before. All right,
Carisha's thing. Ag Bad Summer.
I've never heard of this before.
Really? Yeah.
Okay, so what is an act bad summer?
Ag Bad Summer. Basically, the code is like guys treat a good girl bad and a bad girl good, so act bad.
Guys treat a good girl bad and a bad girl good.
Hmm. So
I
act
don't I
bad.
don't know about that, Lux.
No, very much so. Like a lot of times men will cheat on like the girl who is holding it down for them because they might want a different type of girl. So might as well act bad. I think it's more so leaning into your femininity. You know, she was running Diddy for his pockets, had him in Chanel spending over 100K, but that's also promotion because it's like she can do that herself, and it's Diddy. Like he's
Well, she worked for his network. She do a
exactly.
show.
So it's really just like the money that is going into the show. He probably just pulled out, reinvested it in her. Like it's part of her look, it's part
Oh,
of
I
her
think Diddy
brand.
be tricking.
For sure, he can trick. He is able to trick. It's Diddy. Why wouldn't he trick? And it's Carisha.
Should he trick? I
Hell
mean, but
yeah.
it's you're right. I mean, but it's Carisha though. Like,
She can trick herself is the thing. Like she can trick on
yeah,
herself.
that's not the same though.
It's not the same as having a man taking you shopping. How fun.
Okay, so with the Act Bad Summer, which Anton is completely unfamiliar with,
Yeah. It's basically
um,
finessing men. Like
but you don't know how to finesse men.
I wouldn't say that.
I
Let's
don't think that you do.
let's not act like I don't have any game here. I
I don't think
definitely
you got
have
no
game here,
game.
but I think it's more so of a
I don't think you got no game.
I feel like I just haven't been dealing with men who I can like who can spend like that. But now that I have a few
Why
in
you
my
know him?
pocket, right?
You know him. You said, but guys say no though, right?
But they must not have it.
Not true.
How not true?
They just don't feel like spending it
Exactly. Why not?
because they not
Like, why are
tricks.
you being lame?
They not
How do you
tricks.
turn a man into a trick then?
That's easy. That's very easy.
And how is it easy?
Because it's how you communicate with them, right? And again, guys, they don't mind taking care of the people that's around them. They just don't want to be used, right? And so
Yeah.
some guys is just completely oblivious to the fact that they are going to be used, so they gonna spend it regardless and all of that other type of stuff, right? And so it's different categories of guys, but a guy that understand the game or whatever like that, it's a little bit more difficult to get it up out of him. And so you got to really leverage your femininity in order to get it out of him, because it's not like, you know, buy me this. You can't say that. You got to just gently put him in a position and help him to understand that, you got needs that need to be met, but
Yeah.
then at the same time you got to make sure that he taken care of on that other side too though.
Which
But
is
most
fine.
guys, most guys will spend the money. The question then becomes, are y'all able to vet more effectively the type of guy that have the money to really spend? Because it's a lot of guys that act like they got it and they're not really built like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they will spend the money, they will spend some money, but they didn't really have it to spend like that in the same way of the guy that it don't really mean that much to. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a lot of cappers out here. Big cap.
There's some dudes getting some money. I'm just
but
not
not
sure if
enough.
they really built like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a guy that he told me online the other day that I think he said he had spent, I don't remember how he said. He said he had helped the chick with her credit card or something like that or whatever like that. But that was like a one-time thing. It wasn't like something that he can maintain or anything like that. And that's the difference. Are y'all getting a
Yeah.
dude out of food, or are y'all getting them? You just getting them based off
You need
of
one
helping y'all
guy
in your
that takes you
lifestyle.
out on dates, one guy that takes you shopping, one guy that pays your bills, or two that pays your bills.
What bills though? Like you ain't really even got
Like
that
I've
many
got
bills
like
like
my
that.
car, my rent, my credit card bills, but that's it. They can
Yeah,
pay those off right away.
your
Like that
lifestyle is
takes
like
like fucking $5,000. You know, pay off all my credit cards right now. And I just have my rent every month, then my car, my phone.
I think that some guys have they sense of reality might be like they don't know what it feel like. You get so far removed for so long that you don't really know what it feel like to be live a regular life anymore.
What do you mean?
Cause like my monthly expenses, I would say my monthly expenses personally, I can't even because it's difficult to separate the business from the personal. But my monthly expenses, I would say I give myself an allowance, and most times I don't
He's his
even
own
come.
trick.
Most times I don't even come close to it.
Right.
But I would say my monthly allowance is usually somewhere around $100,000 a month.
Your allowance.
Yeah, that's how much I.
Like we were spending on bills too. Or
No,
like
I don't have no
just
bills. But I don't have
this
no
guy.
bills though.
He doesn't have any bills.
I mean, I got the studio, right,
Right.
or whatever. But outside of that,
Given
I
all
don't
his
have no
cars are
bills.
paid, homes are paid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm building a new house, but that's a rental property. But I'm paying cash for it. So
But it's gonna make you
yeah,
cash back.
yeah,
An investment.
over time.
Right.
But I don't have no bills because I don't have no house. I mean, well, not no house. I don't have no house notes. I don't have no car notes. I don't have anything. So
Right.
my sense
So
of
you're chilling.
reality is kind of skewed, and everything that I spend money on is usually business related, something like that. I can write it off.
For sure going to be requesting you on Cash App after this.
I'll be in. We just came back from Miami, but it was like a kind of like I don't want to say it's an emergency trip, but it was more like I had to go down there in order to take care of some business. So, but you would love one. You been to Miami?
Actually, well, yeah, but not like,
Not like the way we do it.
yeah. I think I was in Fort Lauderdale, but I went to
Nah,
Miami. I went
that ain't
to
the same.
live live.
Yeah, but that's just like a quick thing.
Yeah, we were literally there. Actually, we had popped up. We were on a party bus with some friends down there. We had went to Miami from Fort Lauderdale, and then we had stopped at this hotel to pee. All of us had to go pee. We stopped at this hotel to pee, and there was actually this like Domino's event going on. I don't know. It was like the people like Domino's franchises or whatever. And they were looking at it so crazy because obviously they're dressed in like business,
Yeah.
casual businessy, and we're like looking like strippers, not strippers, but looking in a Miami outfit. And they were kind of just like looking at us because we were all loud. We were already drunk, and they're like, "What are you
How
guys
many of
doing?"
y'all was it? Jesus.
It had to be like a good 10 of us, 10, 12 of us. And we all walked in having to pee. Like there was like, had to be a couple, like a lot of guys, they're all rowdy when they're drunk. And then the girls were all, you know what I'm saying? So they were looking at us, but we ended up talking to them. We were like, they started
Yeah,
to
I
have a
bet.
blast with us. They were buying us shots. So it was like a good, stop there. But that was the only kind of experience I had in Miami.
Nah, we was usually when I go down to Miami, we would, we live a life, so it's just different. It's just way different. But you would love it.
I'm sure I want to move
When you
there.
coming to Miami?
Next time you go.
You coming to Miami the next time we go to Miami?
Yep. Might as well. What do I got
Don't
to
say
do?
that. You know we on camera.
What do I
The
got to
conversations
do?
we have off camera is different than the conversations
What
that
do
we
I
have
got
on
to
camera.
do?
You
Tell
coming
me
to
what's
Miami?
restricting my time.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't have to request off.
All right, bet.
You can just
So
get
you
up and
coming to
go.
Miami?
We can go tomorrow.
Don't say that.
We can legit go tomorrow. Wait, what's tomorrow? Saturday?
Yep.
We can go tomorrow. I mean, yeah.
All right.
He's like, okay.
Nah, we
We
gonna
can go film in Miami. Shit.
nah,
Got my
we gotta
vlogging camera.
we gotta take care of some business tomorrow, and then we gonna be in Atlanta to
I'd go
shoot
to
for the
Atlanta
other
too.
stuff. Are you down? So you gonna just be rolling? You down?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Don't get turned out
Day
by
in
the
the
don't
life.
get turned out by the lifestyle.
No, we will be lit.
My lifestyle is a little bit different than everybody
Oh, I'm
else's.
sure. We could be in Atlanta and then Miami the next week. As long as you feed me, I'm okay.
I gotta teach you the game though, cause the game
I
is
know a couple people in Atlanta.
I gotta teach you the game when it comes to how to move around and get the most out of your experiences and dealing with guys and all of that other type of stuff. You still rough around the edges and being able to understand how to get the most out of this game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to teach you the game. But that's going to come over time.
Yeah, we can learn how to finesse Anton's regimen.
Your girl's going to miss you though.
Beside the point, I'm going to get the bag. And then after that, you guys can come hang too. Like,
Hey, your friends is going to miss you.
they'll be
How's
fine.
your mom doing?
My mom's good. She was just here in May, but she went back home and then she's chilling now. She wants to come back out here in August. But other than that, she's been doing good.
She coming back out here and you got a birthday coming up.
I know, but she's a Jehovah's Witness, so she doesn't celebrate birthdays, which is so funny.
What you doing
to
for
me.
your birthday?
I think I want to get on a yacht. I wanted to go to Miami and get on a yacht. Well, that's kind of a lot because we're already taking a trip at the end of the month. So it's like, it's kind of just doing too much for that month. But yeah, I think I might get on a yacht or just have like a good birthday dinner. I mean, I'm turning 23, so.
Dang, you so young. You such
it's
a
not
baby.
like a major milestone. It's not
a big
21.
deal.
I mean, yeah, it's a big deal because it was the day I was born. But other than that, like 23 is like.
23 is a great age.
It's a great age
for women.
I think I can't wait to be like 24. That's what I'm like.
What happens? What's the difference between 24 and 23?
Well, I hope to be a millionaire by 24 or 25.
Well, there you go then.
So.
But I mean, I don't think it
There's
really
no
matters for women like that though.
What? Being rich?
Well, I mean, because
Do you want me to finesse or do you want me to be broke? I'm just a little confused.
y'all don't have the same. Guys are the ones that spend the money for the majority of the time. Women are the receivers, right? And so, whether you have money, like you just
Are
use
you guys
Carisha.
listening?
Well, it depends
We're
on the
the
type of girl that
receivers.
you are and if you understand the game. But even if you think about the Carisha chick, right? Like you saying that she could do it for herself. However, she ain't doing it for herself.
She shouldn't have to.
Yes, she should. She should, but
Why?
they say pretty privilege is a thing. You think that's true?
Yes.
You don't leverage yours to its maximum.
Right? I should.
So what's the point of it then?
I mean, I feel like I leverage it enough.
Nah.
You
No,
don't
not
think so?
really. You leverage it at brunch. You get free drinks and food and all of that type
We
of
didn't
stuff.
ask
but
for it.
you get that type of stuff, but you don't really leverage it like you supposed to. I don't think.
How am I supposed to be leveraging it? Like the one guy that sent me edible arrangements, he wanted to take me out.
When y'all going out?
I don't know, but he had
Are you all gonna go out?
possibly if I get hungry enough.
Do you got him listed in your food as edible arrangement guy?
No, I know his name.
What's his nickname?
I know his name. I'm not gonna give him any nickname.
So what is his? But his nickname could be edible arrangements. Usually, women program the guy in their
arrangements that
phone.
are edible.
Guys program the guys. Women program the guys in their phone as whatever it is that they see them as.
And men don't even save numbers. So I mean, what if his numbers aren't even saved?
Yeah, we do. We save numbers. It depends on if we're gonna be dealing with the girl
Right.
for a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm.
We save numbers. Yeah, we save
Oh, my
numbers.
numbers are saved in people's phones. That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, we save numbers.
Like I
Why?
wasn't memorable enough for my number to be saved.
Well, it depends. Like you also set the expectation too, though.
Have zero expectations for anyone, like ever, like for any type of
That's bad,
situation.
Lux.
How? If
Because
you set your expectations, I have standards, but I feel like my
nah,
expectations are like always zero. And I feel like it's always good for it to be zero because I can't get my hopes up. I'm never disappointed. It is what it is.
no. Listen, the way you got to do it is you got to set the expectations early for the guys that come into your life, right? And so it depends on what you want. If you are guys will meet whatever expectation a woman is that they're having a conversation with at that time. So if you the type of girl that makes yourself easily available and that there's a minimum barrier in order for them to be able to get your attention, then that's the minimum that they're gonna meet, right? But if you set the expectation and you say, well, my presentation layer is saying that I'm the type of girl that's a little bit more high maintenance. You're gonna have to do a little bit more in order to get my attention. Either A, you're gonna separate yourself from the dusties, and B, you then gonna make yourself available to the people that's willing to really spend that. Because if you look at a lot of these chicks, if you look at the chicks that a lot of these guys, whether it's the Zion Williamsons or whatever, the chicks that they messing with is not top tier like that. They not thin. They OnlyFans chicks, half of them. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times, if you set the expectation for the type of guys that you want, and then you look to be the thing that you're looking to attract, that's light work.
Yeah.
That's light work all day long.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be a boss, so I'm attracting bosses.
No, you
Yeah.
want to be
The
a
law of attraction.
you want to be a damsel in distress,
No, yeah.
and then
You have to
attract Superman.
you have to like give them little things that they can fix to make them
No,
feel
big
like they're
things.
that too. I don't know what I'm gonna do
See,
about
you,
my
you
rent. This
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
knowing I'm unemployed and knowing I can go get a job.
But that has nothing to do with it.
It
You
doesn't.
busy.
Yeah.
But see, you don't want to ever say that, yo, I'm unemployed. I need to go get a job. You want to say, listen, I got a lot going on, but I don't know how things are gonna work out. And then you let them set that expectation. Every time, listen, women are trappers, guys are hunters, right? So you just set the trap and they'll voluntarily jump in the trap if they meet that expectation. But it's also based off of where you find yourself and where you meet a lot of these guys at too. So,
Uh,
you don't want to be too forward. You don't want to give them, sex too early. You want to give a rewards based system somewhat if that's what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of girls don't understand that, and so a lot of them make themselves easily available, and so it's no barrier to entry for that guy to have to jump over, which then removes, you know, all of the things that you get as a result of being in that relationship. If a chick presents herself as a boss chick, why would a guy then take care of her?
true.
Because they like, you can
What if
take
I
care of
have
yourself.
aspirations to be a boss?
Well, then keep that internal.
Right.
You never present that to the guy. Never say that. Always act like the woman that needs to be taken care of, not the woman that can take care of everything herself. That's where women go wrong. They say that whether you can or not is
Very
irrelevant.
true. Right.
You just don't say that. You don't present it. You don't show it. You don't show yourself to be stronger or a can do type of person. Never.
Right. Like I say, I'm hungry. The next response should be, "What am I ordering you?"
Yeah, and then you even let them, make the suggestion, or they may say, "Well, what you in the mood for?" Well,
Oh, I don't
and you don't even say, "Yo, I want to go here." You say, "Well, I was always looking at that, whether Eddie V's or I'm sorry, whatever, right? Eddie
Right.
V's or Ocean Pro. You know what? I was looking at such and such the other day, and they had this new thing on there, or they just added this thing. My girl was telling me that they added this to the menu, and I always wanted to try that or whatever." And you just leave it at that. You don't suggest it. You don't say nothing. You just leave it at that and see what happens. Every single time, hook, line, and sinker, you will get that thing 10 times out of 10.
And if they don't,
Then you
then
filter it out. So what?
filter what out?
Filter out the dudes that actually is willing to play that game and the guys that's not. You don't want everybody, you know what I'm saying, to play the game. You just want the
Right.
people to play the game that's actually willing to really go all the way with it.
So how do we get like the shopping?
Oh, that's light. That's easy.
How is that one easy compared to?
It's the same thing, but
Oh,
you
and I
but you
need an
just present it
outfit
differently.
for our date.
With that, when you're talking about the shopping, you have to present it a little bit differently because the food is the expectation, but the shopping is something that they have to go a little bit more extra and beyond for.
Yeah, they're at least spending 10K. Like at
Well,
least.
first you got to find the type of guys that actually have the capacity to do that. Secondly, you got to make a guy feel like he's everything. Then that's when you have to really turn it on,
Right.
right? You got to make him
Oh, thank you so
feel
much.
like he's getting the top chick in the world, and you know every guy wants you, but you the one that got me, and so as a result, you have to make sure that you take care of me as a result of it, and all of that other type of stuff, right? You have to set the expectation when y'all go out. For example, let's just say y'all go out, and let's say he says, "I want to spend a day with you," or you say, you know, I want you to spend a day with me or whatever like that. You have to kind of plan that a little bit differently, right? Then you're going places where you expect for him to show you a good time, right? You're not going to go out to 12 Oaks, you're going to go to Somerset. When you go to Somerset, the expectation is that he valet parks. When he valet parks, it's a certain, it's a lot of different little caveats that you have to just kind of nudge him along. You're not hinting, you're not waiting for him to do it. You're just kind of nudging him along and you plan it out the way that you're going to play it out.
Right.
But you also got to understand that when a guy starts spending money on you, like, see, it's one thing to take you out to eat. It's another thing to buy you a bag. When a guy take you out and they're buying you a bag, it's a whole nother expectation that come along with that.
What's that expectation?
Oh, you gonna do everything. Like I'm expecting you to be my bottom chick. I'm expecting you to be down for it. You know what I'm saying? So if he's spending and he tricking on that type of level, you know,
You shouldn't even
everything.
be looking for anybody else.
Everything is no. You do want him to be able to have everybody else.
No, I shouldn't be. But me, yeah, I need to go find more men to spend more money.
You said you don't expect him to have anybody else.
Me, he doesn't expect me to have anybody else.
Well, that's the illusion that you have to give him too, though. You never say that you available for anybody except for him. Even if you talking to other guys, make him feel
Never
like you
that.
the one you waiting on him.
Very true. So I can't post my edible arrangements on Instagram.
No, never.
I already did, but
In the future, never post your edible arrangements on Instagram.
like, hope this makes your day because I want you to be doing that better.
Well, now you have to fully immerse yourself and become the thing that you want everybody else to see you as now, right?
Or just be very cryptic.
No,
Like, I got edible arrangements, but like, who are they from?
no, 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 no. You gotta
Could have sent them
become.
to myself.
You gotta
My mom could have
become.
sent them.
You gotta become. I don't know. I feel like some of these conversations I need to have with you off camera versus having with you on camera. Cause I'm giving away too much sauce. I'm giving away too much game. But it is,
Right.
it is. I think that nowadays more men are willing to spend more money than ever before, and it's
I
almost
think that too.
it's crazy. But you
Why?
meet guys all the time though.
Yeah. Like again, like I told you, we were at brunch. Those guys bought like 2 bottles. Didn't have to pay for brunch.
Yeah. And then
But
what happened after that? Like, did they ask y'all for y'all social media? Did they ask y'all for your information? What happened after that? Did they come and kick it with y'all? Or they just spent the money and that was it?
they spent the money and that was it.
Huh.
Shit, it happens.
Y'all didn't capitalize off of that.
We didn't capitalize?
No.
What do you mean?
Because guys want to, you got to nudge them along.
Oh, so the next place we should have went was Somerset.
Well, you got to kind of like go over and have a conversation with them.
Oh, they were totally talking to us the entire time.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
y'all
like
was probably partying with each other more than y'all was partying with them.
for sure, because
No.
that's what we came there to do.
Well,
It's not our fault you guys wanted to buy 2 bottles for us. We were sitting there, minding our business, taking our own shots. You know, our bill was already taken care of, but before they even bought the bottles, so we could have kept spending on that bill.
forget the bill. You got to pay attention to the bigger picture, the longer thing. The bill, that's small money.
And the bottles are what?
Small money.
Exactly. So how are we getting to the big money off just at
Well, that's when you
brunch?
got to go over there and have a conversation. More than just having a conversation with your girls and saying, "Oh man, we getting our bill paid."
What would have been the next step though?
What, to have the conversation with them?
Yeah, after that, then what's gonna happen?
You have them get your information. You have them get your social media, and then he gonna be DMing you, and he gonna be interested in you, and he gonna be checking for you, and he gonna be trying to figure out how it is that he can link up with you again.
Oh, I need 250 just for a link up.
But you never say you need 250.
Yeah, you just request it.
Yeah, you request it and you set the expectation, and yo, I need to get my hair done. We going out? Are we listen? Are we going out this weekend or what? When are you taking me out? And then you set the expectation, and then you play it by ear depending on how it is that he react to it.
Yeah, like this one guy, he was like, he DM'd me, I want you around me. I'm like, okay,
What kind of
cool.
guy was he when you checked his profile? Because I know y'all don't.
He was a
Y'all
rapper.
always check the profiles before y'all ever respond.
He was a rapper.
Okay. He's like a local rapper, or is he a like mid-size? What?
It was giving local,
Okay.
a little bit bigger than local.
Gotcha.
Local, for sure, not signed to anyone.
Right.
But you obviously see his chains. You see, the money that he's posting.
Which can be
Which
a flaw, a false thing.
exactly. So he's like, I want you around me. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking he's in Detroit, but if he's not, fine. It's not really a big deal. Okay, so when are you coming? Whenever. I just need my hair and my lashes done first before I go anywhere. Okay, I'm waiting on you. I said, no, what you need to be doing is paying.
No, you can't say it like that. You can't say it like that.
Well,
See,
I
yeah,
had already
that's why I got to
initiated.
polish you
No,
up.
see, I had already initiated that. Well, I need my hair and my lashes done before I go. So that needs to be taken care of before I ever even get to you.
Mm-hmm.
I already told you what I need done. Your next response shouldn't be, okay, I'm waiting. I'll be waiting. It should be, how much
What was
do
his
you need?
response?
His response was, okay, I'll be waiting. So this is my response. I'm getting a little irritated. Let's get to the point here. Like, you need to put up some funds. Are you acting like
No,
you're
you
not
just don't
paying?
respond. They'll all. I'm telling you, if they see that as an opportunity, they're going to eventually follow up. If they don't, then
Come
you
to
just
find
gotta
out.
let it be.
Come to find out, he doesn't have any money.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't think he should ever have that expectation when trying to fly a girl, because he is in Miami. So
Right.
trying to fly a girl out or have a girl come out. You think I'm paying to get on a flight to come see you? I'm paying to get on that flight? I could just stay home.
Yeah.
The hell? I don't need to come out there to do what? Have sex with you and that's it?
I'm a. I got you.
Some men are just ridiculous though. Like some men just don't have that mindset though that they like need to pay.
Well, Lux, you do understand that it is not. That's not like for most people. That's a lot of money. For the average person, the thing that we talking about right now takes a lot of effort and a lot of resources for them.
What did Drake say? I don't fuck with broke
Yeah, but
boys.
that's
I don't fuck
Drake,
with broke
and
boys.
you talking about
I
a
don't
lot of
fuck
other
with broke
regular
boys. I
dudes.
don't fuck with broke boys.
You got to be able to filter through to see who it is that you're talking about and who you dealing with though.
I can already imagine the comments now. She is asking for someone to pay, but on here talking about put your cash app up. Like I'm putting my cash app up.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm a damsel in distress, you guys.
Yeah, Lux just quit her job, y'all. Y'all got to understand that. To my surprise, I was so surprised that you told me that.
Happens.
And you don't even care nothing about that, do you?
Why? Like, why would I care about quitting my job? I don't have to go to, like, I will be at work. What time is it? I'll be going into work right now. At work right now.
Yeah.
Working tomorrow, working Sunday.
I used to hit Lux up and I used to be like, hey, what you got up Friday night? What you doing Saturday night or whatever? She'd
Work,
be like, oh my God, I'm
work.
working. I'm working. I'm like, what the what is
It's
going on?
annoying. No one wants to hear that. What are you doing? I want to hang
Yeah,
out. Oh,
I was
I
just
gotta work.
like, I don't
I
know.
don't like to hear that.
I
I
mean,
gotta
but I
work.
get it. I understood it
Right.
though. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot.
But like, if I do go work at a dispensary, that's a job that is still tip based and hourly based, and I can work Monday through Thursday or Monday through Wednesday or whatever. So it's like I don't really do anything Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
You can do a lot of different things. You don't have to necessarily even work at a dispensary. But that's
Yeah.
just the opportunity that's readily available to you right now, though.
Right. But I would rather prefer like not to work and just
Well,
like have my free schedule, but also fill it with things that are like
well,
making me money, which is
I don't know
like
how much that's a priority for you,
what?
not working.
I don't want to work.
Everybody works
Everybody
in
works
one
for
way or
sure.
another, right?
Yeah.
But it's just what it is that you do to earn money. That's a different conversation.
Yeah. I'd rather my working be like YouTube and TikTok. Sounds
Yeah, I
like.
mean that could, it can make itself work, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. What other thoughts do you want to leave the people with? What are Lux's plans outside of the birthday in August and her continued posting on YouTube and TikTok? And what does Lux want outside of just not having to work, but then being able to do whatever it is that she wants to do?
Right. That's hard.
Is it?
It's like, again, funding is something that is needed for a lot of things. Like, I need to have, my hair done, my clothes on point.
Do you think that you high maintenance?
Yes. That's another problem too, is the fact that like I have afforded my lifestyle myself.
So you are high maintenance.
Yeah. So it's like if a guy is coming and he's not giving that, that makes me a little angry because it's like I'm already doing all of this for myself. So,
You got to work your way up to it.
right. I gotta learn how to finesse. But I
What?
can post a bag on Instagram and be like, I want this and see what happens.
Yeah, you could test it out and see what
See who
happens.
buys it.
Test it out and see what happens.
I feel like nothing's gonna happen.
Oh my God. Well, I think we need to do these at least twice a week. We
I'm
need to
free.
just, yeah, we need to do these twice a week. So, and maybe we'll be doing them in different locations. I don't know.
Atlanta, Miami.
We got to get you a passport.
I already have a passport.
Oh, so you a passport? All right, we'll bet. Well, then you all set then. I bet. So listen,
Fucking out of here.
I'm about to put, of course, you already know that Lux's information is in the description for y'all to go and subscribe to her channel. But also, I'm going to put her Cash App in the description so that y'all can hit her off with those birthday Cash Apps. Anything else that you want to share with the people, Lux, before we get up out of here? I'm going to give Lux the gift. Don't worry. Listen, we're going to put Lux in the best position possible. Not necessarily to give her the game so that she can utilize it, but to give her the game so that she understand what the game is. What she do with the game is going to be up to her.
I like that. Yeah, it's gonna be up to me.
Yeah, it's up to her. We always want to give the people an option to do whatever it is that they want to do. Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Lux is my pupil. She will be one of my greatest accomplishments. I guarantee y'all. You ready?
Yep.
All right, bet. Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're going to holler at y'all later. Peace.